The Odyssey, one of the ancient world's greatest tales.
No one could stand between my...
It's the inspiration for Christopher Nolan's latest film. The all-star cast sees Matt Damon playing Odysseus. The epic has it all: a hero's journey, horror, love, and the fight for survival.
Help me go home.
A journey of self-discovery. The response in advance of the mid-July premiere has been huge. Is The Odyssey another action fantasy blockbuster or something more? What is the epic actually about? Could it even serve as a Gen Z survival guide? For 10 years, Odysseus, king of Ithaca, has fought the Trojans. With his clever plan of hiding soldiers inside a wooden horse, the Greeks have won the war. Troy falls, and the war hero wants only one thing: to return home to his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus. Odysseus and his fleet set sail for home. From Troy in present-day Turkey, he crosses the western Mediterranean to North Africa, then on to Italy. His exact route is still debated. The Odyssey follows his 10-year journey home. It's a nightmare. Fresh dangers await at every turn on land and sea. The soldiers encounter man-eating giants, while monstrous whirlpools and sea creatures threaten to swallow their ships. The men have to resist the seductive songs of the deadly sirens. Odysseus becomes a pawn in the games of the gods, who alternately help and hinder him. He sets sail with 600 men. By the end, only he has survived, traumatized and burdened by guilt. The Odyssey transforms him and ultimately leads him back to himself.
He starts out as very selfish, very egotistical, and deeply irresponsible. He causes the deaths of many of his men, but he learns that lesson. And once he's come back to Ithaca, to his homeland, he takes every precaution to preserve the lives of those who are on his side.
The Odyssey is also an epic about identity, about what it means to be a human being, what it means to be at home, what constitutes identity, under what conditions we can survive, what we can do, what we are willing to do to survive.
Back to the 8th century BC and Homer, the famous Greek poet credited with writing the Iliad and the Odyssey. Yet people passed these stories on in an oral tradition long before Homer wrote them down. They tell of a period of upheaval, much like the one people in Homer's time were facing.
The Odyssey is certainly not about a historical person, but it reflects historical experiences of the Greeks in the archaic period. So the Greeks started to move elsewhere, and they had settlements along the coastline, and they had positive and negative experiences. And some of these experiences are reflected in the Odyssey.
When you get short of resources in your homeland, if there isn't enough to eat, if there isn't enough money to go around, if there aren't enough resources of timber and of natural supplies like metal in mines, then people have always gone abroad and tried to get them from elsewhere.
People leave their homelands where they can't see a future. For many, being a stranger, searching for a home and searching for meaning, central themes of the Odyssey are everyday realities then and now. Athens, ancient monuments, gods and myths at every turn. And not just for tourists looking for a refresher course on the Odyssey. Most Greeks grow up with the Odyssey. For these young people, the epic feels more relevant than ever, though the monsters of today look a little different.
Nowadays, the sirens and the monsters are no longer in the oceans. They don't threaten us from this position. They have migrated into our digital world in the form of constant noise, distractions, and the illusion of instant fulfillment. So, to navigate through the chaos, we need to have logic, of course, to see through the chaos. We need to have mental and physical discipline to resist temptations.
Focus and a clear goal. Odysseus is a role model for Alexia.
so many difficulties, so many years, but he just has one goal in mind, to get back to his home. And today, I think most people don't really have that determination about their goals. People try to find an excuse in like difficulties in everyday life. For example, they don't have time, they don't have the money, they don't have their energy to actually try and reach their goals or their dreams. So I think that's the most important thing, that Odysseus never actually gave up, no matter how many obstacles he found.
It's typically fights and victories that define a hero. Not in the Odyssey. Here, swords can't solve the dangers Odysseus faces. He relies on intelligence over force. Even in seemingly hopeless situations, such as the cave of the Cyclops Polyphemus, Odysseus has a plan. He gets the monster drunk and blinds him by driving out his only eye. Then he escapes with his men.
He's a trickster hero. He's very, very cunning. He's good at telling lies. He's very good at disguise. He likes to ambush people. He likes to hide. He uses all kinds of different ranges of technology and of cunning to extricate himself from all problems. But he always does prevail.
As the story has it, it's only women that can hold him back. He grows entangled with the sorceress Circe, spends years with the nymph Calypso, not exactly against his will.
Odysseus is not faithful. He sleeps, for example, with Calypso and with Circe, so this clearly shows that the Odyssey is set in a patriarchal society where a man gets away with this and a woman is not permitted to do it.
Penelope remains faithful, rejecting every marriage proposal.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Yet he does return. A happy ending and a showdown. Odysseus restores order and kills all of Penelope's suitors.
Homer clearly points out the price of his homecoming for the society on Ithaca. There is an entire generation of young aristocrats that is annihilated by Odysseus. And I think this is emphasized by Homer at the end, which makes the Odyssey very interesting, since it's very ambiguous. Odysseus is not only the positive hero, but also a very ambiguous character.
What do you fight for? What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
But hype around the Odyssey hasn't begun with Nolan's film. Back in 2021, singer-songwriter Jorge Rivera-Herrans posted the first sequence from his Odyssey musical on TikTok. A great success with millions of views. The multi-talented Puerto Rican writes lyrics, composes music, and actively engages his online community. Fans create animatics, animated sequences for the musical's 40 songs, helping to turn the independent project into a phenomenon. Two Berlin students, Ted and Sirius, have been following Epic, the musical's development for years now. They know many of the songs by heart.
Penelope, I love you. You do? But not in the way that you want me to.
It's his wife singing basically to him, saying how she misses him and that and the story of how long she waited for him, because she waited like 20 years,
20 years.
20 years for a man. I would not do that. I hate to break it to you, but I would not wait 20 years. And yeah, just really beautiful.
It depends. I might wait for a man or a person for like 20 years.
The love story, the romance, a hero driven by powerful emotions, all wrapped in music. That's what draws people in.
The way Jorge even wrote the music, and like all the strings and the drums and the vocals, they're just all so beautiful that it's kind of a bit addicting, I would say. It gives you like chills, and it's a really nice feeling just listening to it.
Both are keen to see Christopher Nolan's film. They're already impressed by the trailer.
The cast is crazy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
like
God.
Tom Holland, the one, I forgot the name.
Which
Cedric Diggory from
Oh my
Harry
God, that
Potter.
guy.
There's
That's
the
good.
whole cast is crazy.
Wait,
Like-
Tom Holland's playing Telemachus.
Telemachus.
Right? Right. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so cool.
And I think the other guy's
no, I
playing...
forgot.
I forgot
Oh,
who
that's so
it was.
cool. But that's really cool.
One thing is already certain. The Odyssey will be Christopher Nolan's most expensive and ambitious film yet. It likely won't be riding a wave of Odyssey mania. It could turn it into a tsunami.
3, 2, 1, action.